Hi there everyone, I'm Claire Sparrow. Today we're going to do a short tutorial of exercises to support you if you have a uterus prolapse. We're going to start off lying down. Lying on your back with your feet wide, so they're at least the width of your shoulders, and place your hands on your pelvis. Your hands are going to be a really useful guide and teacher for you here. You're going to start off with your left leg, turning it in and turning it out. Turning it in and turning it out. As you do so, your hands, the guide that they are being on your pelvis, are listening to make sure that this movement is only happening at your leg at the hip socket. So that means that your pelvis is not moving. Let's make this the last one and do the other side. Your right knee goes in and out. In and out. Again, as you're opening out and as you're opening in, making sure that you're not moving your pelvis, it stays very quiet as you do this. Let your breath flow freely all the time. Last one, in and out, and then both knees in and both knees out. Both knees in and both knees out. Again, as we do this movement, really being mindful that the movement's happening with your legs in the hip sockets and not moving your pelvis. This movement is all gently releasing and teasing out tension that is held in the pelvis that's actually stopping your pelvic floor from functioning spontaneously and being responsive when we need it. Last one, in and out. And rest there. Go ahead now and lie over onto your side. Support your head with your underneath arm like a pillow and take your top hand onto your hip, flex your feet. We're going to do a little bit of what's called the fire hydrant. So you're literally just lifting your leg and lowering your leg. Stand into the bottom leg, which helps you lift the top leg. Making sure that your top bottom lifts up with your leg, that you're not staying clenched and turning out your leg. It's very different to that clamshell type movement you may have done before. It's letting your sit bones open and then lift it and keep it lifted, and you're going to tap your knee down and up. Down and up. So we're working the opposite way to the way you might work in a clamshell type movement. And we're working deep into the hip and pelvic floor and helping you to wake up the muscles that you need to support your uterus, to help that prolapse. Last one, and rest there. Let's go ahead and turn over. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Support your head with your underneath arm, bend your knees, flex your feet, and stand into the bottom leg to float and release. This is your fire hydrant. Rest your head and shoulders. That's it. Oftentimes we find that the muscles deep into your hip are working too hard. They're working in place of your pelvic floor and also to the detriment of your pelvic floor because they're pulling on it and making it very exhausting and very difficult for it to do its job, for it to work and connect and be spontaneous. So lift your leg and stay there, knee to knee and up. And it's like your knee kisses and releases. It's a very light touch and then up. There we go. Keep breathing all the time. And like we said on the other side, it's important that you're letting the back of your pelvis open up, that you're not clenching in and holding and closing your pelvic floor. Keep breathing all the time. Relax your head and shoulders. Maybe you also need to relax your jaw. Sometimes we find that we're clenching through our jaw, which has a direct correlation to what's going on in our pelvis. So we need to release some of that tension so it can be spontaneous. One more little knee kiss and up and come down. Let's come to kneeling now. In our membership, this is one of the big favorites because it really is a quick, kind of strong feeling movement that we can do super simply and easily in everyday life. Bring one hand to the front and one to the back of your pelvis. If you get cramping in your feet, don't curl your toes like that. Actually, just get a towel and roll it up underneath the front of your ankles, and that will help to alleviate that for you. And all we're going to do is gently sway a little bit back and a little bit forwards. A little bit back and a little bit forwards. If you can, keep your heels together as you're going forwards and back. And then release your hands and keep going. If you can, take your arms out in front, like you're using them to help you balance, but really it's going to help your pelvic floor to wake up and support you a little bit more. And you can hopefully feel that sensation, that awakening as you do it. Last couple now. Breathing throughout. Oh yes, remember to breathe and then relax there. Come to sitting. Well done. So what we've done is explored a few different movements that are going to help you to create more support for your uterus, more balance for that prolapse. If you have another type of prolapse also, you'll find another little tutorial to help you, and you can combine all of these together. Thank you, and I'll see you in another tutorial soon.